Hello students, now we are going to understand the most important cell organelle present in the plant cells, that is the chloroplast. I think you are already aware about this chloroplast from the lower classes onwards. Now we are going to understand the complete structure and functions of the chloroplast. So see here, the meaning chloroplast. Chloro means green colored, plast means body. Plast means body. So green colored bodies present in the plant cells, they call it as chloroplast. In this way we can understand. Chloroplasts are present in the plant cells, first noticed by Julius Van Sachs. Julius Van Sachs first noticed the presence of chloroplast in the plant cells. Okay. He first mentioned green colored bodies. Green colored bodies are present in the plant cells where synthesis of food materials takes place. Green centers of the body are responsible for the formation of glucose, first reported by Julius Van Sachs. But the name chloroplast, the word chloroplast was given by Skimper. Skimper first used the term chloroplast. Okay. When we observe the formation of chloroplast, chloroplasts are formed from proplastids. Proplastids gradually form into plastids. Okay. Proplastids in course of time converted into plastids. Okay. That is why proplastids are called as a precursors of plastids. Proplastids are called precursors of plastids. And one more important thing is, these proplastids are present in the meristematic cells. These are found in meristematic cells. Okay. That's about the general aspects of the chloroplast. Then coming to the occurrence of chloroplast, where these chloroplasts are present in the cells. That means generally in the mesophyll cells. Chloroplasts are generally appear in the mesophyll cells. In addition to the mesophyll cells, these are found in sepals, young pericarp. What is the meaning of pericarp? Pericarp is nothing but fruit wall. Another name of fruit wall, that is the pericarp. Young stems and also seed coats. In these regions, generally, commonly, chloroplasts are present in the plant body. This is about the occurrence and distribution of chloroplast. Coming to the size of the chloroplast. Also variable, differable from plant to plant. In all plants, same size of chloroplast not appear. Chloroplast size is variable or differable from plant to plant. But one point is, out of all cell organelles in any plant cell, out of all cell organelles, this is the only cell organelle in large size, first largest cell organelle in the plant cells. That's about the size of the chloroplast. Coming to the shape of the chloroplast, same. Chloroplasts are present both in lower plants as well as higher plants. Chloroplasts appear both in lower plants as well as higher plants. Lower plants means algae, higher plants means angiosperms. The shape of chloroplast is variable, differable from lower plants to higher plants. Now coming to the lower plants, that means algae. In algae, chloroplasts are of different shapes. For example, take cup-shaped chloroplast. These are found in Chlamydomonas. Whereas ribbon-shaped chloroplast, Spirogyra, stellate chloroplast, Jiggling. Okay. So some of the examples to understand variety of chloroplast on their shapes. Reticulate chloroplast. Example, Eudogonia. Different algae, different shapes of chloroplast. Whereas higher plants, see here higher plants. What is the shape of chloroplast in higher plants? Spindle shape or oval shape. Another character of the chloroplast. This is about the shape of the chloroplast. Then coming to the next one, structure of the chloroplast. What are the structural features, structural characters of the chloroplast? All of you observe the diagram. Chloroplast is outerly covered by a double layered membrane. This is the plastidial membrane. Plastidial membrane, outer covering of the chloroplast, that is the plastidial membrane. Now when you see this plastidial membrane, how many layers are present? 2 layers. Double layered. Plastidial membrane is double layered. 2 layers are present. Okay. 2 layers are present. When we observe these 2 layers, very important point. These 2 layers are involved in the transfer of light energy. Passage of light energy. These layers are involved in the passage of light energy into the chloroplast. Because of this reason, these are called as a transducing membranes. Plastidial membranes are transducing membranes. Why they are called transducing membranes? What is the reason? Because they are involved in the passage of light energy into the chloroplast. That's about the plastidial membranes. Now, we are already mentioned these are double layered. See here, it is the outer layer. Outer layer, it is called outer plastidial membrane. Outer plastidial membrane. Now, inner to the outer layer, another one is present. This is called inner plastidial membrane. Okay. Outer layer, outer plastidial membrane. Inner one, inner plastidial membrane. We are already mentioned that plastidial membrane is a 2-layered or double-layered. Outer layer, outer plastidial membrane. Inner layer, inner plastidial membrane. What is the nature? What is the nature of these membranes? These membranes are lipoproteinaceous. Lipoproteinaceous. What is the meaning of it? They are made up of lipids and proteins. Both plastidial membranes are made up of lipids and proteins. Because of this reason, these are called as the nature of these membranes is lipoproteinaceous. The point is, these two membranes are structurally similar. Structurally similar. Both are made up of lipids and proteins, but functionally not similar. Functionally dissimilar. Both membranes are different in their functions, but similar in their structure. That's about the outer part of the chloroplast. Okay. When you observe the chloroplast, inside the chloroplast, the space, inner space is present. So this is the entire one is the inner space. Now, this inner space is divided into, observe the diagram carefully, 2 compartments. See here. The inner space is divided into 2 compartments. So, outer compartment and inner compartment. See here. The inner plastidial membrane divides the inner space of the chloroplast into 2 compartments. So what are those 2 compartments? See here. This is the outer compartment. This is the inner compartment. Outer compartment inner compartment. Now we will see outer compartment. Where is located outer compartment? Between the outer and inner plastidial membrane. This is called periplastidial space. Outer compartment is called periplastidial space. Whereas inner compartment, see here, inner compartment, this is the inner compartment, it is called stroma. Inner compartment is called stroma. Outer compartment is named as periplastidial space. Now we will see the stroma. What are the characters of the stroma? Stroma is a homogeneous fluid substance. Composition of the stroma. Stroma is a homogeneous fluid matrix. It is a homogeneous fluid matrix. It contains proteins, enzymes, lipids, then carbohydrates, minerals. Proteins, lipids, carbohydrates, minerals, fats, enzymes, components of stroma. In addition to these components, in the stroma, circular double-stranded DNA is present. 70S ribosomes are present. Small amount of RNA is present. In addition to this proteins, lipids, carbohydrates, all these things, in the stroma, circular double-stranded DNA, 70S ribosomes, small amount of RNA. This is about the composition of stroma. Very, very important point. So once again, what is the stroma? What is the meaning of the stroma? Stroma, homogeneous fluid matrix present in the inner space of the chloroplast, inner compartment. It is composed with proteins, enzymes, lipids, carbohydrates, then minerals, then circular double-stranded DNA, 70S ribosomes, then small amount of RNA. That's about the complete structure of the stroma. When we observe the stroma, see here, there is a network-like structure. All of you observe the diagram, there is a network-like structure. This network-like structure is called grana. Follow the points carefully. So this is the network-like structure present in the stroma, that is called grana. What this grana is made up of? Grana is made up of thylakoids. Grana is composed with thylakoids. That is about the grana. Grana consists of thylakoids. Now we will see what is a thylakoid. What is the meaning of thylakoid? See here, it is a diagrammatic representation of thylakoid. It is a membrane-bound plate-like structure. Thylakoid is a membrane-bound plate-like structure present in the grana of the chloroplast. The name thylakoid, the word thylakoid was given by Menke. Menke first used the term thylakoid. First coined the term thylakoid. When you see the thylakoid, see here, thylakoid is outerly surrounded by a lipoproteinaceous membrane. This is called thylakoid membrane. Each thylakoid outerly covered by a membrane called thylakoid membrane. What is the nature of this membrane? Lipoproteinaceous. It is lipoproteinaceous. In the thylakoid membrane, photosynthetic pigments are present. In this membrane, photosynthetic pigments appear. That's about the thylakoid membrane. Inside the membrane, see here, there is a space. This is called lumen. Inside the membrane, space is present. The space present inside the thylakoid, that is called lumen. What is the importance of the lumen? What is the significance of the lumen? Proton reservoir. Lumen functions as proton reservoir. That's about the complete structure of thylakoid. So once again, we will see what is the structure of the thylakoid. It is a membrane bound plate like structure. The name thylakoid was given by Menke. Menke coined the term thylakoid. Coming to the structure of the thylakoid, surrounded by lipoproteinaceous membrane called thylakoid membrane. In this membrane, photosynthetic pigments appear. Inside the thylakoid, there is a space. Lumen act as a proton reservoir. That's about the structure of the thylakoid. When we observe these thylakoids, in the grana, two types of thylakoids are present. Grana thylakoids, and next one is the stroma thylakoids. Grana thylakoids and stroma thylakoids together called grana of the chloroplast. Now we will see both grana thylakoids and stroma thylakoids. See here, thylakoids, how they are present, one above the other. Thylakoids are arranged one above the other in the form of stack of coin-like structures or pile of coin-like structures. So thylakoids which are present in the form of stack of coin-like structures or a pile of coin-like structures, these are called as a grana thylakoids. They are named as grana thylakoids. Very important point. Thylakoids present one above the other in the form of a pile of coin-like structures. They are called as a grana thylakoids. Now see here, grana thylakoids are interconnected by one more type of thylakoids. These are called as a stroma thylakoids. So these are the stroma thylakoids. Previously we are already represented. Grana thylakoids and stroma thylakoids, both are together called grana. What is a thylakoid? That part also we are explaining. This is about the complete total structure of the chloroplast. Then coming to the next one, functions of the chloroplast. What is the main function of the chloroplast? Photosynthesis. Main function of the chloroplast, photosynthesis. We are already familiar about this part. Photosynthesis involves light reaction and dark reaction. Light reaction occur in the grana of the chloroplast. Dark reaction occur in the stroma of the chloroplast. Light reaction, grana of the chloroplast. Dark reaction, stroma of the chloroplast. Okay. The main function of chloroplast is photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, light reaction occurs in grana, dark reaction occurs in stroma. What is the result of photosynthesis? Synthesis of glucose, formation of glucose. So, chloroplast, also called assimilatory cell organelles or photosynthetic machinery or photosynthetic apparatus. That is the point. Chloroplasts are also called assimilatory cell organelles or photosynthetic machinery or photosynthetic apparatus. That's about the one function of chloroplast. One more function of chloroplast, that is the self-duplication. That means chloroplast able to produce another new chloroplast. Every chloroplast able to produce another new chloroplast. Then the process is called self-duplication. Chloroplast can perform self-duplication. What is the reason? Why? Because of the presence of circular, double-stranded DNA as well as 70S ribosomes. Because of the presence of circular double-stranded DNA and 70S ribosomes, chloroplasts are able to perform self-duplication. Because of this reason, due to this reason, chloroplasts are called semi-autonomous cell organelles, or cell within a cell, or prokaryotic cell in a eukaryotic cell. Chloroplasts are also called semi-autonomous cell organelle, cell within a cell, or prokaryotic cell in a eukaryotic cell. What is the reason? Because of the performance of self-duplication. That means chloroplast able to produce another new chloroplast. This is about the function. These are about the functions of chloroplast. Okay. This is about the complete structure and functions of chloroplast. Okay. That's about the today's part. Thank you very much to all of you.